Okay.
All right, Wholesale to Million family, you guys have requests, and I'm bringing it back. So basically, I got Bryon on. I don't know how long ago, Bryon, that you
Oh,
on
it's
for the
been,
first wholesale
it's,
deal?
it was, about a year. About a year. No, a
One
little
year
over a year,
ago,
actually. Yeah.
you guys, 1 year ago, I brought Bryon on for a subscriber first wholesale deal interview. So I'm bringing him back to share with you guys where he's at right now, where he has took that business to. Bryon, right? I want to jump right into it, man. Where have you taken that business to now, bro?
It's been phenomenal, man. We've been rocking and rolling ever since, man. We've been doing, anywhere from about 3 to 5 deals a month, sometimes more, sometimes a little less. And it's been a phenomenal business, man. I'm glad that I'm doing it. It's been life-changing. I've been able to change my life, and also a lot of people that work for the company as well. So it's awesome, man. I'm pretty excited.
Awesome. I mean, the last time I had an interview with Bryon, I had such a fun time. Bryon, dude, I want to know some number, bro. So how much are you guys doing a month, if you don't mind?
We're doing anywhere from 30 to 50 grand a month.
You guys, 30 to 50 G's a month. I mean, how would that change you guys' life? I mean, I used to remember I was making 30,000 a year, bro. Bro, Bryon, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh man, the internet connection, it's not good. So, Bryon, dude, I mean, like on this interview, bro, I want to bring you back and just dive in and get straight to the point. Everybody wants to know, where do they get the motivated seller? Where do they find the cash buyer? And what market are you in, bro?
I'm in the Houston market. Your phone, I mean, it kind of cut out a little bit, but yeah, I'm in the Houston market. And it's really competitive here. So a lot of our deals we're getting like on the outskirts. We do get some in Houston, but for the most part, it's a been as well.
Man, my internet's not good. Internet connection is not good, Bryon. We're putting on fire, dude. We're blowing it up. So, Bryon, people want to know, dude, like where are you getting your motivated seller? Where are you guys getting your cash buyer? And what marketing channel are you hitting?
Well, right now we've developed a list now. We actually have a pretty solid buyers list, but we also, still do the Facebook. We still do the Craigslist. Those avenues still work. And we just consistently put it out, you know what I mean? But now that I have help and now that, we've grown our buyers list, a lot of our deals sell, some of our deals sell before we even put them out. Because we just have built such a solid buyers list of people that just consistently buy, which is awesome.
Cool, man. So, Bryon, I want to break this down, dude, and share as much as you openly, willingly share, bro. Because I know there are some secrets where we just keep it to ourselves, where we just don't share. Because you guys, there's nothing come for free, right?
I just share it, man. I share it, for the most part, man. I don't mind, putting it out there, man, and see if I can help somebody.
Cool, man. And that's
I
why
put it out there, man. You put it out there for me. You put it out there for me. So it's like I'd be wrong if I didn't put it out there for others. You know what I mean?
You guys, Bryon, dude, he has such an easygoing, easy personalities. Like, I connect really well with Bryon. So, Bryon, so the first thing is I want to know is, where are you guys getting all your what marketing channel? Let's go with what marketing channel are you guys doing right now?
Okay, so we're doing pay-per-click. We're spending maybe about $3,000 a month on that. We're doing a lot of cold calling, tons of cold calling. I have 2 full-time lead managers, looking to hire 3 going into January. We're trying to scale up to 100K a month. That's the plan. So we're going to up this last quarter, we're upping all of our marketing by 30%. So that's going to mean hiring, more people. And as well, also we do bandit signs, and that's pretty much about it. It's just been bandit signs, cold calling, and pay-per-click for the most part.
Gotcha, man. So pay-per-click, you're spending about 3K. What are you paying? And on the cold calling, what are you paying your employee?
Well, with the cold calling, I'm paying them about 500 a week or so. It comes out to about that. It's about 650 an hour or something like that.
650 an hour, man. So where are you getting these people?
From the Philippines. Yep.
Gotcha, man. So basically, Bryon, you got some VAs that is doing the cold calling for you?
Exactly.
Nice, man. And what and bandit sign? How many bandit sign are you putting out?
We're not putting out as many anymore because I've never really put out a lot, to be honest. Like, and I got like some of my first, I'd say at least my first five to 10 deals were straight bandit signs. That was all I did. And but it slowed down quite a bit with bandit signs. Like I remember when we had the Hurricane Harvey, because on my first deal, remember I talked to you, that was all Harvey deals. Most of that stuff was Harvey. So they were calling bandit signs. Now I get more.
Man, internet connection, bro.
Ours leads the city.
Bryon, can you hear me? I think we're having a little internet connection, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
But Bryon,
Okay.
dude,
Here
are you
go.
still there?
I'm here.
Okay, dude. So for those of you guys, I really trying to look at my, I really try and really modify my interview. I really try and just to get straight to the point, get straight to the nugget, get straight to the juice. So bandit sign. So right now you're doing PPC, cold calling, bandit sign. How many bandit sign are you putting out again, Bryon? Sorry, you got cut off.
About 100. We do 100 every 2 weeks. 100 every 2 weeks. That's it.
100 every 2 weeks.
That's it.
So do you take them down every Sunday and put them up every Friday or what?
Not at all. We just put them out and let the city deal with it. And they do deal with it. And they call me and threaten me and all kind of stuff. It's horrible.
But you know what? Bryon ain't care. Bryon's like, dude, I got to hustle, man.
You know what's the sick part about it, bro? I just did a deal, right, last month where I paid a guy. I gave him a $40,000 loan to pay back his tax delinquent property to get it back from the state, right? And he's gonna pay me back the money. So I own the property now. He's gonna buy it back from me because he lost it and gave the city like 40 grand. And y'all are sweating me about bandit signs that he probably called me on to get his property.
I know, back. Man.
You know what I mean? Like, it's the irony of it. Like, I got a 19 property. It's $250,000 in taxes that we're getting ready to pay. Calling me about bandit signs. I'm like, the nerve of you people.
Dude, so Bryon, so you got 2 VA that's cold calling for you full time?
Yes.
So out of those 3, so you got 2 VA, you're paying on $500 a week. That's roughly equal out to $6.50. Out of those 3, which one is the best for you right now? My internet, you probably didn't catch a word I said, right?
No.
You didn't understand the word that's coming out of my mouth, dude?
Nada.
So out of those 3, which one works best for you?
Okay, so I only have 2 now. I'm working on getting 3 actually. We have one guy that's just like a rock star, Mike. He's a rock star, man. He's really, really killing it in terms of bringing in deals. But PPC has been pretty good to us too. Like some of our biggest deals actually come through PPC. and we still get our occasional deal from Bandit Signs too. So it's been a mix, but I would say we got one guy that's really, really, really been overperforming on the cold calls. That's pretty cool. And that's why I'm hoping to, we're actually unfortunately going to have to let one of our VAs go by January, and then we're going to hire 2 more. And I'm wanting to hire one domestically, somebody that's here in the States. So we'll see how that goes. Some Americans, they say get a little lazy, man. They don't have that hustle like, the people in the Philippines, but we'll see. It's going to be a test.
Yeah, man.
I don't know.
Yeah, no, dude, I hear you, dude. I mean, we are still trying to, obviously we want to make our team small but powerful. We don't want to have a bunch of, we don't want to have a big team and our overhead is high and we're just scattering everywhere. We try to keep it tight, small, but powerful, right? It's all about bringing the bottom line, the net.
Exactly.
So, you guys, because we have limited time, because I got to take the wife to somewhere. So if you guys have any questions, comment below and Bryon or I will try to help answer any question you guys have. Now, if you do enjoy this video, if it add any value to you, be sure to smash the thumbs up for me. Smash the subscribe button if you guys are new to the channel. Now, let's get into motivated seller, Bryon. Where are you getting your motivated seller lead coming from? I know you mentioned PPC, cold calling, and Bandit Sign. So we already know it's coming from Bandit Sign and PPC. Now, cold calling, what list?
So we're calling primarily tax delinquent, right? We're calling foreclosures. So what we're doing is we pull pretty much every foreclosure for the most part, every one that we possibly can within, that's pending foreclosure in 3 to 6 months. We're pulling those. After we pull those, we're going to our absentee owners. And that's pretty much it. Then we have our tax delinquents that we pull once a month and our probates that we pull once a month. And we get those from DCR.
You get those from where?
DCR, Daily Court Review. It's a local company that compiles all of the tax delinquents, all of the probates. They compile all of it for you. You don't even have to go to the courthouse. It makes it a whole lot easier for you. So that's what we've been doing. And I've shared that on my Instagram too. So a lot of people was real appreciative of that. And a lot of times I tell people, you have to go down to the courthouse, when they're doing the auctions, and it's always those little vendors. And it's like Daily Court Review. It's like a ton of other ones, like tax delinquent. It's tons of them that are down there. They'll pass your card and they'll want you to subscribe to their little thing, but you just got to be there to know about it. And they make your life a whole lot easier when you're dealing with that kind of stuff.
Nice, man. Bryon, Bryon is dropping some nuggets. So make sure to show Bryon some love. Smash the thumbs up. And so Bryon, we got the tax delinquents, we got the absentee, we got the probates. Those are where you're getting your motivated seller leads. And now, next one is cash buyer. Where's all your cash buyer coming from? Or how do you build your list?
Well, we've built ours over time. So initially, I remember I told you I joined a network of investors, and I spent like 20 grand. It was crazy. And that was awesome. So what we did in that network, we kind of shared buyers, right? So we would share our lists that we compile over time. But after a while, I started noticing that's really not a good way to do it, because a lot of times when you send those emails out through like MailChimp or anything like that, they'll start blocking your, if they are stop doing that, and we start removing all of the people that we kind of got from shared lists and different things like that, because those people didn't know us, and we just tried to focus on the people who actually know us, that we actually talk to, that have asked to be on our list, and that's worked wonders for us. So now and a lot of these people we just got from Bandit Signs, from Craigslist, Facebook, just people networking, events, different things of that nature.
Awesome, man. So, Bryon, now for those that wants to scale up, how did you went from getting your first deal to now scaling up to 30 to 50K a month, bro?
Well, I just started doing a lot of deals. So I was doing maybe about 2 or 3 deals. And then, I still work. So it was just like, it was insane. So I couldn't continue to, work. And then, it was just too much. So I ended up hiring, 2 VAs, and then to do the cold calling. Well, actually, initially I started with 1. And then shortly after that, I hired another one because I wanted to kind of keep that competitive spirit going, keep those juices flowing. It's never good to just hire 1. You know what I mean?
I hear you, man. I agree. Oh, man.
So I have a big staff.
Gotcha, man.
I have a pretty big staff. So, so the thing about it is, and the reason why is because I still work. Unfortunately, I'm planning on a couple months or so. But I got a good job. It doesn't stress me too much. So, and I was already making 6 figures as, just working. So it's not something you just walk away with and just be like, okay, do something, you know what I mean? But, it is what it is.
Yeah, man. So, Bryon, do you still have a job? You said you have a
I
job?
I do.
Oh, you still do?
I still do.
Oh, wait. Yeah. Nurse, right?
Yeah. I'm actually an administrator, though. So I run the hospital. I'm a head administrator now, so I'm not on the floor, but I'm still in the field, man.
Dang, bro, dude.
Yeah, it's crazy. So that's the reason why I have a big staff. Like, dang, you got a big staff and you pay a lot of people. And a lot of it was, some of it was, I would say, some experimentation because I did have that cushion to do it. And I really wanted it to be set up to where when I do leave, that I didn't have like a ton of pressure to perform. Like I want the company to be somewhat self-sufficient. And this year, we were profitable, thank God, despite all of the different things that I've tried. I've done a lot of experimenting just because I had the funds to do it. And we're still profitable. So I thank God for that. But next year we're trying to switch over to S Corp. So, I'm gonna have to make some adjustments to accommodate that,
Yeah, man. The S Corp is going to save you some tax money, bro.
Yeah. For real?
For real, dude. So, all right. So, Bryon, now for those that are starting out, I want you to shortly share with them how much time and investment you had to put into yourself when you first started to actually get going, bro. Just a short.
But you got to understand, I'm not going to say this to intimidate anybody, but I'm an obsessive person. So when I first started, I literally obsessed. Like, it was not something that I'm not a halfway person. So anything that I do, I go 100. Like I'm that guy. So I'm not, and I don't say that to intimidate anybody, but I would say that if you're gonna get into this thing and you're gonna go in, start off kicking butt, you really need to dive deep into educating yourself and taking action, taking action. It's not going to be perfect. We still have about, 5 or 6 deals that are just hanging up in title that, we're still waiting to close on, you know what I mean? And, a lot of times you don't hear that side of the story. And that's why, like, a lot of times I try to share, not just the pretty side of investing, but the ugly side too. It's not just perfect. It's not like every deal closes. It's not like every seller is happy. We've saved people in foreclosure and then they're pissed because, that we're making money. And it's like, okay, like I just saved you from the brink. And it's like, they don't appreciate it. So it's like, you run into that. You know, a lot of times you think that it's going to be all. It's not all the time.
That's right. And you guys, I agree with Bryon 100%. So I definitely, one thing is I definitely don't want to give off you guys the impression it's always rosies, red, rainbow, happy, joy every single day. Let me tell you, all right? Let me tell you, when you run a business, it's not always like that, you guys. It's not always like that, all right? There are times where, yes, we have deals that don't close. So if you let somebody tells you that, oh, every deal that we lock up, we close, that means they're not locking up that, they're not putting that many up on the contract. Because if you were to do so many deals, trust me, some of them will not close. Yeah. And yes, you get angry seller. Sometimes you get upset buyers. And then, so the whole thing is you just have to focus on your goal. What it is get the deal done. You do the best you can, make the best judgment you can. I don't believe in getting to the top by stepping on anybody's toes, cutting anybody out, taking advantage of anybody. It's like you got to understand that in this business, for your business to go, for you to put food on the table, you as an entrepreneur, as a business man, woman, have to be able to make money and you have to be profitable. So sometimes you get nasty word coming from seller, nasty word coming from buyer. You just have to shake it off and know that you did the best you can and try to be as moral as you can in the business. Exactly. And I want to be real with you guys. When it comes to business and money, there's a really thin, fine line that you have to make sometime between what is moral and what is not. Like, what is like, it's like what you feel like, what, this is the best that I can do. So let me give you guys an example. And I share this with you guys, not to say, oh, Khang, you're all great. There are times where I make bad decisions where I feel like, man, but there are sellers that falls apart. And we spent the money on hiring the inspections because we got, it's a septic. We actually just had that deal falls apart. The buyer signs the person sell, like the buyer signs the close already, got the money into the title company. The seller, for some reason, thought that they would have walked away with more money than they should because they thought that they owe less or owe less. All of a sudden, they owe more. And the seller came back and tell me, hey, Khang, we don't want to sign it. So now we have to either take them out to court, make them pay back the money that we have spent, or I just shake it off and tell the buyer, hey, I'm sorry, and move on to the next deal. And that's what I did. So we just took a loss of $1,500 because we hire a septic guy to come out there, do all the septic inspection and all that. But I don't want to force a seller to sell the property and push them out because of something that they miss. And it could be they're faking. They could be faking it. I don't know. But to me, they came to the closing table. They're about to sign. They really want to sell the property. But they thought that they would have walked away for more because they need that money to buy a new property. So I'm saying, like, sometimes in business, there are times where I make a decision where I feel like, man, it's really tough. So I want to tell you guys that it's not always easy locking a property, finding a buyer, and selling that deal. I'm not saying every single deal is like that. All right. If you're doing one or two, yeah, man. If you're doing 1 or 2 or 3 a year, yeah. But if you're starting to do a lot, you're gonna get in a situation.
Oh yeah, yeah. Trust me, we got one right now that we have. We paid for the bankruptcy. Well, now I know how to do them for free now, but we paid for the bankruptcy. I think like $2,000, and the seller just fell sick. I mean, he's in the hospital still, like in ICU, and we can't close because he's sick. Like, we gotta wait. The family members are thinking that we're scamming him. So they don't know what's going on. So it's just weird, man. Like, you run into those situations and, and I like to share both sides of the pendulum. That way, when a new investor gets in, they're not discouraged when they run into that problem. You know what I mean? Because listen, when you, like what Khang said, like when you're doing a lot of deals, you're going to run into problems. And it may be your first deal that you run into problems. Thank God my first couple of deals were all easy. Count myself lucky. But as I've gotten into this business and I've gotten more creative with my strategies and I've gotten more creative, because when you make money, you get more creative. You take more bold, riskier moves, and it just is what it is. So I've learned more, but at the same time, I really don't want people to get discouraged whenever you run into that bad deal. Because I meet investors all the time. They tell me, yeah, I lost my first deal and blah, blah, blah. I don't know what I would have done if I would have lost my first. I don't know if I would have been able to rebound. I don't know. You think you would have been able to rebound, Khang?
What's that?
Do you think you would have been able to rebound if you lost your first couple of deals?
Let me tell you guys. Let me tell you, and I am going to be honest with you guys, that I went to a seminars, and this guy, his first deal, he lost $40,000, so he was rolling backward. So let me be real with you guys. I don't know if I have that in me to actually overcome that. I'm telling you guys, it takes a certain kind of person and a certain mindset. Like your mindset has to be so strong to overcome a loss and keep on going. Like, to be honest with you, Bryon, I don't know if I can do that, man. Honestly, dude.
That was hard.
Dude, I don't know if I can do that. And I just want to be honest with you guys. And that's what I'm saying, that, to be successful, it's not an easy thing. You're going to come across things that, like, man, like, I honestly don't know if I have that mindset, that capable to overcome something like that, dude, because it's rough.
It's rough, man, and it's rough. And I meet investors. Ever since I've talked to more investors, I've been a little bit more social than normal. I was more of a like, I don't know, like I used to kind of hide in my own little shell. That's because I was working so much. It wasn't that I was trying to be absent. When I work, I'm like I'm tunnel vision. You know what I mean? And I forget the rest of the world sometimes. That like, dude, you can't just work all the time, like, you know what I mean? But I try to keep that work-life balance. But anyways, now that I'm talking to more people and I'm talking to more investors and I'm hearing their stories, I'm like, dude, like, just because you lost your first deal doesn't mean that this is not for you. Like, it don't mean that, man. Because listen, I'm glad that I lost deals now that opposed to before. But at the same time, now that I've lost deals or deals that went bad, pending, and we're still fighting through them. Now that I've done that, I can see the bigger picture, and I understand that, listen, that's just one deal. It's just one deal. That's one or two people, maybe three or four people out of billions of people that want to sell properties and get rid of properties on this planet. So don't let that one thing discourage you. You know what I mean? And I don't know if I helped somebody with that or not, but hopefully I did.
Bryon, I agree, man. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. So, Bryon, I mean, let's try to wrap this up because of our time. So, Bryon, for those that wants to connect with you, bro, those that wants to reach out and connect with you and say, Bryon, I want to be where you're at, bro. How they connect with you, dude?
The best way right now is on Instagram, Wonder US. So it's just WONDER and then US. And then I also started a YouTube channel.
Love it.
It's this big. It is. You see it? It's that big. But I just started it. Hopefully it grows. I don't put out as much content as I need to because to be honest, that's not my focus right now. But I do want to put out more content because I want to help more people and add more value to the world.
What's a YouTube channel?
It's Byron. It's just Bryon Holman, I think, or just Byron at Wonder US Property Group. I don't know.
Wait,
I don't even know the name.
Wait, the YouTube channel.
So it's just Bryon Holman, I think. I think it's just Bryon Holman.
Hold on, bro. Hold on a second, bro. BRYON?
The email I sent you is the email to it. Yeah.
Bryon Home? Bryon Home?
BYRON.
Yep.
Yeah, something should pop up. But I got two Bryon Holmans. One of them is for school though, and the other one is like for the real estate. It should be only one for the real estate.
So okay, so the name of the YouTube channel is what, Bryon?
Bryon Home.
Bryon's Home. Oh, HOLMN. Oh, your first and your last name.
Yes.
Oh, dude, I'm sorry, man.
Nah, you're good. You're good.
So Holman.
Uh-huh.
Oh, bro. You know, the one dude. Okay, got it, man. That first wait, is that no, that's not you, bro.
Yeah, maybe not. I don't know, man. Mine,
Oh,
it's really, let me pull it up.
okay, Bryon. Okay, you have to give me the YouTube channel, dude, so I can
I'll
add it
share it
to
with
the
you.
description. Because I
Yeah,
pull,
I'll send it to you.
yeah. So send it to me. I'll put it in the descriptions, and
Okay.
I'm gonna subscribe, bro. I'm gonna subscribe.
Appreciate it,
I
man.
think I only subscribe to like a few people or so. I really want, you know, I only subscribe to a few. And the thing is, you know, the one thing about Gary Vee is he said, don't need to create, documentate. So
Mm.
many people out there is already creating content already. What it is people love like that's what like man, documentate the journey. Like you know, you don't have to think about creating, but documentate your journey. And people loves that because some people will be
Yeah.
like, man, I'm in the same shoes as you are, and he's putting it. And it's also nice for you to look back and see how far you have gone.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Like,
yeah.
man,
Oh, yeah.
if I got a camera to go around my life before, you guys would like, first of all, I don't know who would watch it because it's super boring. Let me tell you something. It is boring because all you're doing is you're working, you're learning, and you're just trying to, you know, obviously trying to, you know, all you do is focus on your future. So you're just working and grinding. You're not doing anything fun. You're not going out there buying the fancy car. You're not going out there, you know, traveling and doing all that. So there's no excitement. But man, the journey of the grind.
Oh, yeah.
And I mean, if I have all those, you know, living in the shack, sleeping in the car because I wanted to save $59.99 for not renting a hotel. Oh man, it's crazy,
It'd
bro.
be a hell of a reality show, man.
So there you guys
You
go. If
never
you
know.
guys
People
want to,
play with me because people like that kind of stuff. They let us run them.
yeah, man. So I would love to, dude, I would actually love to follow your journey and just seeing you within a year, how far you have grown, how far you have gone, bro, dude. It's really blown my mind. And so I would definitely want to follow your journey, man. And also too is, I mean, that's just within a year. Imagine, you know, 2 year, 3 year, 5 year from now, where Bryon would be if he just, you know, keep on continue going at this, which he is. I know. It's mind blowing, bro. So for those of you who haven't followed him on Instagram, hit me up on IG as well at Khang, Khang dot like a period WTM. And if you are new to the channel, smash the subscribe button. Show Bryon some love. Go follow him, hit him up on Instagram. Maybe he'll put his channel up there as well. And also too is I'll make sure I put Bryon YouTube channel in the description if you guys want to follow him. Now, Bryon, where could you remind me or everyone where you're at again if they want to reach out and connect with you?
Oh, so it's Instagram. On Instagram is Wonder, WONDER US. Wonder US.
Okay. Now, what area are you wholesaling in?
Primarily the greater Houston area. We still do target Houston, but we mainly try to stay on the outskirts for right now because that's where we get that's where our bread and butter is, man. And I hope I'm not telling everybody to run to the outskirts, and now everybody's gonna be running to the outskirts. But whatever, man. That's really where the bread of people. I know when you first start, you want to go to Houston's big city. You want to be in the middle. You want to get those big profit deals, and it's still big profit deals in Houston. I can't front, but the problem is, man, you're gonna be chasing them, man. You're gonna be chasing them. So, you know.
Gotcha. You guys, thank you so much, Bryon. One last word, man. One last inspirational word, motivational word, tips, advice, anything you want to give. Wrap this up.
I would say consistency and discipline, and keep it to yourself. That's something that I've struggled with and something that I try to always get better at. Keep your promise to yourself. If you tell yourself you're going to go work out, go work out. If you tell yourself you're going to eat better today, eat better today. If you tell yourself you're going to call 5 sellers today, call 5 sellers. You know what I mean? Keep those promises to yourself because it's going to continuously boost your confidence and it's going to keep you. It's a cycle. You got to keep those confidence, and it's just going to continue to grow you as a person.
Awesome, man. I want to say, Bryon, thank you so much. And you just earned yourself a subscriber.
Awesome,
Bryon,
man.
hey, thank you so much, man. And you guys, thank you so much for every single one of you guys. I really, truly appreciate it. I really hope that this interview does add some kind of a value to you. If it does, be sure to show Bryon some love. Smash the thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Ciao.
Peace.
Bye, Bryon.
All right, bro.